Has Soas found a counter to this pick? Because obviously when you master Gangplank, you always knows what is good against you. To see if Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up until the 5th rotation to hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter to this pick, because obviously when you master Gangplank, you always know counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, you see if Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up until the 5th rotation to hide potential 2 picks. Since Azir is out a counter, hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter what this pick, because obviously when you master Gangplank, you always know Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up Azir is out rotation to hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter this pick, because obviously when you master Gangplank, you always know counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, see if Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up until the 5th rotation to hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter hide potential 2 picks. Because obviously when you master Gangplank, you always know counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, you see if Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up Azir is out a counter hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, you always know counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, they're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up Azir is out a counter potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, you see if Origin can solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex, so you can leave it up Azir is out a counter hide potential 2 picks. Has Soas since Azir is out a counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, you see if counter solve that. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a flex. For now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Counter what is good against you. Master Gangplank, they're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a for now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. Shen is a for now, they're probably going to hide as much information as they can. They're hovering a Shen pick. counter. What is good against you? See a counter. What is good against you? See a counter. What is good against you? It's good against you. See a counter. It's good against you. See a counter. It's good against you. See a I guess with body slam and ulti, Braum with ulti too. So you have knockup facilitators, you have good team fight, you have good 1-3-1, you have decent early game, and you still don't really suck in the late game. So well-run composition build because you have Gangplank, you know.
But their opponents, Origin, have got a slightly improved game plan this time around. Good mixture of damage, good front line. It feels like they have similar powers, but maybe slightly less spiking in damage. Gangplank's going to burst you more, Yasuo's going to burst you more. But their shields with protection from Echo, from Shen, from Alistar.
So well-run composition build because you have Gangplank. Origin, they run the risk of getting outscaled. Especially later in the fights, if it gets to a point where Rocket can focus the front line and just put up a wind wall and then have Unbreakable deny damage from Origin's backline, then Origin might have a problem. However, they've shown to be a fantastic shot calling team and they will recognize this. The same way they recognized last game, what do we do from behind? Well, we get the right wards, the right time, the right place, and we come back into the game.
Game 1 of this series, Rocket were unable to press their mid-game advantage deep enough. The pressure is now on Origin to say, we can do it better. They have the Siva, they have the Victor, they have that split pushing tool, and so as a Shen.
And we come back into the game.
But game 1 of this versus Pirates, unable to press their mid-game advantage deep enough. The pressure is now on Origin.
One lone guy in the crowd shouts ninjas. So we'll go with him. Shen will trump over Gangplank.
Have that split pushing tool, so as a
dude. But yeah, the good thing about Shen as a pick obviously is that you have one of those extra globals. So you can argue whether Gangplank ulti is a true global or not, but it can assist in fights. So can Shen, and then you still can teleport back to your lane or teleport somewhere else, just like Gangplank can. So that kind of gets neutralized out. Early, I want to see how Nukeduck handles this mid lane, if he's going to get pushed in, or if he can deny Pekka some farm. The good thing about Shen will be interesting. It's all about is that you have dodging the lasers. So you can argue whether Gangplank ulti is a true global or not, but it can assist in fights. So can Shen, and then you still can teleport back to your lane. If you look at that Gromp setup, every time I see these barrels, we have the 2v2. Miffy face checking though in Braum passive. Oh, that's going to be rough.
Miffy, we just praised you at the end of the previous game. It's chunked out 50% on a face check, and the lanes have swapped. It's Australia lane.
Swapped, so Rocket predict a lane swap from Origin here. So can Shen.
You at the end of the
same side, but their bottom side is still available right for the taking, so don't get punished in the jungle at all. Teams play with enough information here. I think Rocket predict a lane, so we see a pretty standard gameplay. However, Mithy gets pushed in early, soaks up some damage, but Alistar later on with some extra healing can obviously sustain through most of his lanes. He has opted to go Relic Shield over Coin, but Alistar just like actually just playing Coin and just get more mana, which results in more healing. We see a pretty standard gameplay. However, Mithy gets pushed in early.
Simple enough.
Good zone though from Lander here, and Wallace really punishing that experience advantage they have. Mithy and Niels are still looking for that creep. That creep right there should give them a level 2 if they haven't been zoned off any experience, but they're already 50% on both. Good early start from Rocket.
And it's important to note, if Riles and Vander can keep up that pressure, the 2v2 could dictate a portion of this game. Niels eats a Winter's Bite, 200 hit points. We did see Mithy scale the Triumphant Roar, so he's going to slowly give Niels some HP back.
Yes, he's going to give HP back, but he loses the pressure. Big power spike used to be from Alistar level 2 that you can threaten Q flash and knock back into tower for lanes that are pushing on you, especially melee supports. If you skill heal second, obviously you delay that until level 3, at which point Rocket can just simply push in and bounce the wave and deny you in the lane. So Rocket have complete control of the top lane. They look to have complete control of the mid lane because Nukeduck is constantly pushing in. He leaves himself always an escape minion that he can then dash to and escape the ganks. Jankos is going to find Amazing here. That allows Steve to push out aggressively on the bottom lane. We have 3 pushing lanes for Rocket.
So a lot of options now for Jankos. With 3 pushing lanes, Jankos has to find the opportunity to get a lead. Whereas for Origin, if Rocket continues to pressure and does not have backup, Amazing could punish. Good barrel mechanics from Steve, chaining the triple hit and punishing Soz. It's not resulting in a CS lead, but this is what we talked about.
So see, that was still alive. He took that down. Now he has the base. He hit level 4 just now. Jankos is level 4, but he's counter jungling. Amazing right now, and that's the benefit from having 3 pushing lanes, because you can comfortably move in. This is why Rocket keeps pushing in the lane top 2. Just add pressure on Niels, trying to get an experience and CS advantage.
I want to find out how well these teams can handle those lanes. Origin, a little bit of pressure on
now he has the base.
Steve, but
He hit
still
level 4
on the defensive.
now.
It
Jankos
looks
is
like
level 4, but
Jankos
he's counter jungling.
trying to find something.
Amazing right now, and that's the benefit from having 3 pushing lanes, because you can
yeah,
he's just basically what we call shadowing lanes. Pushing in the lane top 2. Term I first heard used by Frost Current, so I'm going to give the credit there. You just hover around the lanes. Instead of going for the ganks, you just put yourself in a position where you either can counter gank or punish over commit. Mithy goes in here, Braum Shield should be able to block something. He gets used. Niels gets some extra mana, so good trade here for Origin.
Feels like a little bit more control to Niels and Mithy.
Yeah, he's just basically what we call shadowing lanes.
Amazing is in tow. He's arrived later than Jankos may have expected.
This is bad around the lanes.
Find out if
vision drops
is in trouble. The Pulverize in the headbutt's going to push him backwards. Amazing's going to come in for that phase dive. Vanda's Unbreakable blocks a lot of damage.
That's one of the awkward moments when you pulverize somebody and you step outside of the brush to knock them backwards. Suddenly you realize, well, I need to see into the brush and knock him out. So Mithy panicked a little bit, didn't have a ward. That's why the knockup was slightly late. In the end, they do burn the flash on Vander, so if Amazing visits that lane later on, they can take him down, but Braum very sturdy, ample to take down, will be tricky.
Vanda's Unbreakable blocks a lot of damage. CS leads.
That's one of the awkward moments when you pulverize somebody and you step outside of the brush and knock them backwards. Suddenly you realize, well, I need to
pick up that phase first item. Niels will even have a Euro. Some of the pressure's been relieved.
In the end,
not touched on the nuke duck versus Pickett matchup.
Amazing visits that lane later on.
Every time we look in here, nuke duck is trying to shove Pickett in, trying to get some harassing damage down.
However, the CS is bang on even. So if you can't capitalize on that pressure, which means you can help your jungler make a pick or you can get some tower damage, Nuke Duck can push all he wants. He's never hitting this tower since he's a melee range champion. He's dancing beautifully at the edge of tower range, but overall the CS is even. Amazing is just going to pick up this wave, so Origin as a team are not losing any resources. Rocket, they will need to find an opening where Origin cave under the pressure. Otherwise, we might see repeat. Or you can get some tower damage.
Give some props to Rocket scaling this time. Despite the fact Origin's comp is not
Dancing
necessarily
beautifully at the edge
enabled,
of tower range, but overall the
Rocket
CS
are
is even.
ahead in gold. Rocket are pressuring Origin. Rocket are forcing Origin to reply.
Yep.
And if Steve can keep farming, if
Origin
he can
as
get
a
to an
team are
item
not
spike,
losing any
Nuke Duck can
resources.
also pick up some AD. There is options there for them. We did see so, it's just
Origin
taking up
cave.
top, so this could be
This could be big. Because as we see on the minimap, Expected roam to the bottom. Amazing joining him. They want to get rid of Steve on gangplank. So is face checking for a ward, but he has to taunt out. He's going to relinquish complete control of that tower. Steve obviously still has his ultimate available to wave clear anywhere in the map where it's needed. But this might be the momentum for Rocket.
Well, we'll see if the towers can be equalized. The wave has been dropped by that cannon barrage. Niels has pulled a minion line into the jungle. Origin is saying, right, we'll go Dragon. That must mean they're going to leave the tower up top, and they do. So gold advantage and tower advantage to Rocket. Looks like Steve has got into position to try to send that out.
From his Steve reads this right, he knows that they're going to go low on Dragon. And if they return, he might actually be able to survive long enough or even get a kill on that dive. That means Rocket as a team can actually keep pushing top lane if they want. Look at how low Mithy and Amazing are going, but I don't think Rocket quite realize how much opportunity they have right for the taking here.
Grab their first Dragon, well ahead of their season averages from the summer split. But we can see the control, and again, the lane's being pressured in as well as the vision deep. So if Rocket wants to play beyond the lanes of those first in the turrets, they've got the vision.
And they do. Jankos steals away the red buff. If you look at your minimap, his blue buff and his red buff are still available. So that's what Rocket is doing. This is how they're capitalizing on their advantage. They're stealing away camps. Camps are experiencing gold, and they're trying to get a lead that way that will later manifest in winning team fights.
Well ahead of their season averages from the summer split. Also find the right team fights. Game 1, Rocket had a similar situation. Game 1 had similarly unable to find a fight to autoplay the map into their comps.
The difference right now is that their Rocket is comfortable in the late game, if not better than this Origin lineup. So the burden of the outplay, the burden of the pressure is on Origin, because they really need to make something happen, especially in the mid game. Because otherwise this double carry composition is going to fall flat, especially if you look at Amazing. It's not AP Echo, it's just simple standard tank Echo overall. The difference right now is that their Rocket is comfortable in the late game, if not better than this Origin lineup.
Origin though, they did get their first dragon, so that will help out.
Because they really need to make something happen, especially in the mid game.
The game clock.
Otherwise this double carry composition,
14,000 gold, 13,000 gold, so Rocket
Echo
relatively well for themselves, and Rolf, as well as Niels, is now swapped down to the bottom. So you're going to see the Pirates and Ninjas up top, and the bottom outer turret will be the next target here for Rolf and Vander.
Problem is, while Niels is dropping low here on HP, what Vander could do is walk up, deny the wave clear if he can block the boomerang on a later wave, and then have Steve teleport down. There's still about 30-40 seconds left on the teleport cooldown for Soas. Obviously he has Stand United available. Not really going to do too much, but Rocket are looking to force a potential push here on the bot lane, because Niels is getting pressure. While Niels is dropping low,
see if he does.
what Vander could do is walk up, deny the wave clear if he can block the boomerang on a later wave, and then have
again, we just see this
still
wave clear versus wave clear in the mid lane.
Teleport cooldown for Soas. Obviously he has Stand United available.
As opposed to donating too much, but
Rocket are looking to force. Yasuo doesn't really need mana. Yes, he likes cooldown reduction, but the added advantage that Jankos get, that he can sustain through the jungle a lot easier, just constantly keep casting all his abilities without having to worry about mana, leads to more pressure, leads to better vision control, and that in turn allows Nuktuk to play more aggressively. So then that move of kind of works in his favor still. Overall, Rocket are pushing all three lanes still, and this is a worrisome fact. If you can get that to happen as a drafter, as a coach, get three pushing lanes with an aggressive jungle, you've done a great job. You see, the team still needs to execute it overall, and doesn't necessarily mean that these lanes are always going to play out the way they did. I think level 1 played a large part in it, especially in terms of the 2v2 in the top lane. That early phase shake from mid cost all the snowball advantage for Origin in that top lane. And this is a worst
coming back to hurt them. Getting closer to Steve farming up the Silver Serpents. 50 pushing lanes track exactly as he decides to upgrade.
Done a great job
there, but finally going to let off the pressure on that top lane. We did see Rolf was able to shove out the bottom lane, but look, pickaxe average versus
double
almost Trinity Force.
Yeah, just the key components of that Trinity Force for Corki. Sheen and Fate finished into double pickaxe average blade, denied another wave under the tower.
Mentioning items a moment ago, we did see Peke. He's returned with an upgraded Hex Core on those Lucidity boots, as well as the Shiv. But let's look up top. Junglers and top laners, it's the 2v2 battle we like to talk about. Defensive flash away from Soaz. Steve is going to get caught by that parallel convergent, but he eats an orange and it's okay. Stand United could get channeled. If Amazing wants to dive, they can. Soaz takes a turret shot. They've traded. The ninja kills the fat man and the pirate kills the ninja. Gonna back away. Jungler for top lane in a 1-for-1 trade. Defensive flash away.
I do think Origin, Rocket must have gotten that first block, because 400 gold lead for Rocket, even though the gold was even. That was very, very close, and overall,
takes a turret shot. They've traded. The ninja kills the fat
Steve
man
will be happy with this, because gold on Gangplank is exactly what you want.
Soaz was able to secure that first blood, despite beating the turret shot, overestimating the distance in that dash.
That was very, very tough going in here for a knock-up.
Heck, if he gets knocked up, he'd be in trouble. Look how easy it is for Nuktuk to trade with that flow shield passive.
Yeah, he gets his shield up, then dashes in. Victor obviously is happy if his ulti can connect for multiple seconds, but it's going to be incredibly hard to keep that on. Such a very nimble champion on that Yasuo.
With a minion wave to keep sweeping blade. It was bad last game. Origin said, nope.
Yeah, he gets his shield up, then dashes in.
Nuktuk played it
obviously
and beat Origin in week 9. He played it in the tiebreaker against Giants.
Such a very nimble champion.
Champion he's competent with and comfortable with this match.
Origin did get an early dragon, and not only does that steal dragon away, it removes potential bait for Rocket on that dragon. You don't have to worry about 5 dragons later because that's what Rocket excels at. Baiting people into your area when you have a Gangplank defending, you can just throw out a barrel or a Glacial Fissure. You drop any knockup, Yasuo goes in, places Wind Ball later. Baiting people is what Rocket wants to do throughout this game because sieging is relatively hard for them. Really, the only champion that's going to do it is Corki, and there's a good amount of wave clear for Origin to defend, and that's why Rocket just take out this dragon, even up that score, because Origin are by no means interested in even stopping this dragon.
I think that's a big problem for Rocket. Inability to see. Because as a team,
well, they can, but it'll devolve into kind of a dive. They'll put up the wind walls, deny some of the lasers. Origin or it's not necessarily inability, it's just tricky. They much more prefer, they much prefer to just bait people into the area, and Origin have proven to be just a smart team that rarely buys into these baits. Well, they can, but it'll devolve into kind of a dive. They'll put up the wind walls, deny some of the lasers.
Excel more when they have a slightly more simple combat if they are going to be able to find team fights with force Origin face champion. That reduces a lot of the questions to hit skill shots, yes, rarely buys into these baits.
I mean, looking closer at these sieges, how they play out later in the game, it's just a tricky matchup because you have the threat from a Talon Flash, you have the threat from a Pulse. We see Rawless dashing on Soas, he's tanky, he should be able to survive, but just keep your eyes on Vander. In the minimap, nope, can't circle around, still a tower there. But as I was saying, the threat from a Talon Flash and a Pulverize is what Rocket is worried about. However, they can poke with Corki and a couple of these barrels. We see Rawless dashing on Soas, he's tanky, he should be able to survive, but just keep your eyes on Vander. In the minimap, nope, can't circle around, still a tower there. But as I was saying, the threat from a Talon Flash and a Pulverize is what Rocket is worried about. However, they can poke with Corki and a couple of these barrels. We see Rawless dashing on Soas, he's tanky, he should be able to survive, but just keep your eyes on Vander. In the minimap, nope, can't circle around, still a tower there. But as I was saying, the threat from a Talon Flash and a Pulverize is what Rocket is worried about. However, they can poke with Corki and a couple of these barrels. We see Rawless dashing on Soas, he's tanky, he should be able to survive, but just keep your eyes on Vander. In the minimap, nope, can't circle around.
Had to invest everything and the kitchen sink. Towers under pressure from Rocket in the mid lane as the wave's going to hit top. Rocket making a tower out of this as well.
Yeah, look at the top lane. Everybody is just saying, jump off this ship. Everybody go to the base, defend. They leave Niels to finish up that tower, so that'll be one tower for one. Delayed though, in addition for an extra tower for a kill. So overall, 2 towers to 1 and a kill. I think Rocket is overall happy with this play. Steve did a phenomenal job stalling out. He still has teleport available to make a play. So as well, Stan United also has teleport available. Rocket opening up the map. Can they capitalize beyond these initial couple towers? That's where they failed last game. So overall, 2 towers to 1.
Question of Rocket, want to go to Worlds? The man that wants to answer yes with the best hair in the LCS is Nukeduck. He's looking for Niels, he's found Soaz, charging up the Steel Tempest, needs another one, has the Whirlwind, is going to connect, but he's available, he will be going down, and it's Nukeduck that gets the kill.
Some fancy footwork from Nukeduck, however, the complete opposite happens here for Origin as they take on the siege in the mid lane tower, everything used for Rocket to make a single pick, and they lose a tower. So deja vu, but on the wrong side of things. Have to back out before they finished off, but they chunk it, and it's pretty much dead. Some fancy footwork
one
from
hit
Nukeduck, however, the complete opposite happens here for Origin as they take on the siege in the mid lane tower, everything used for Rocket to make a single pick, and they lose a tower. So deja vu, but on the wrong side of things. Have to back out before they finished off, but they chunk it.
I saw that, Nukeduck. I saw that.
Tenacious.
One hit away from being the case as we see Cannon Minion battle with Vander. For Rocket, they maintain a lead in this game. They maintain control with the team comp that's going to scale with damage. And something I wanted to mention earlier, the Wind Wall and the Unbreakable Wall already have exceptional value in almost every Cannon Minion. But when there's only 2 damage threats that rely on Death Ray and Boomerang for a lot of their range poke, the value gets even higher. So, for Nukeduck and for Vander, they definitely have the tools to deal with the limited damage potential from Origin.
If they get ahead, Origin can also just keep walking back, get these cooldowns down, and then turn the fight. That will be their approach still. Or at least have to be conscious of this double wall setup. That's why I like Braum Yasuo as a combination. Not only does the Braum ulti set up beautiful knockups, you just have 2 wind walls pretty much built into your composition. One that you can move, one static one, so very, very Just fun comes just to play, it leaves a lot of room for outplays. At least have to be conscious of these double wall setup. That's why I like Braum Yasuo as a combination. Not only does the Braum ulti set up
Ages of the Legion picked up for
you
Yankos
just have two wind walls.
against the mixed magic damage from
one that you can move, one static one, so very, very fun comes just to play, it leaves a lot of room
Steve
for
is
outplays.
continuing to farm up. Let's take a look. Silver Serpent already upgraded fire at will. Yukzak and Yankos are going to tag team up to try and take down Soaz. On the inner turret, and they've got the support of Vander as well. Gonna look for the dive. Yukzak does not throw down that last breath. Instead, gonna allow Soaz to retreat. There should be enough at the tower, and it will be.
And finally, the Rocket do what they couldn't do in game 1, which is after an initial tower lead, rotate to take a tier 2 tower early enough the game for it to have a mark. They finally find an opening there, have the potential to hold up tower. Something we haven't talked about too much is the fact that Rocket are very heavily spec'd into 80 damage. Yasuo and Gangplank are both attack damage based carries. Yes, Gangplank's barrels penetrate 60% of armor. Corki has pretty much half the damage on Magic Pen, but it does allow Shen to itemize very efficiently. Could be a problem later on for Rocket. Rocket are very heavily spec'd into 80 damage. Yasuo and Gangplank are both attack damage based carries.